What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for stopping by the channel. I got a little bit of extra for you. It is Friday, August 6th, 2021. I am JD from New York, and this is the OTS venue. Make sure you follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's on Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want the best in the IWC when it comes to WWE and AEW news and rumors. Turn on that bell for notifications. If you missed any of the other content on the channel, it's all on the homepage for you. Go and check it out. I'll even leave you a link in the video right here at the top of the page. Click that and it'll take you right to the video if you did miss that particular one. But they're all on the homepage. And today, man, I got a lot of news to go over. We're going to talk about Adam Cole. We're going to talk about Monday Night Raw. And we're going to talk about Keith Lee. Are there actual plans for Keith Lee on Monday Night Raw? But we're going to start at the top. WWE has officially announced another match for SummerSlam. They have announced the Usos will defend the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Jimmy and Jey Uso won these titles during the Money in the Bank kickoff show last month, and since then they've been trading singles victories on Friday Night SmackDown. Ah, yes. The one thing people seemingly don't complain about on WWE television, and that is their champions losing non-title matches. You're exactly what is wrong with the current product of WWE. No champions should ever lose non-title matches on television unless you're ready to give up the championship. This is why the shows suck. I hate that. But WWE just does it. It's a regular thing every single week. Thanks to help from Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso defeated Dominic Mysterio a couple of weeks ago. Last week, Dominic got his win back over Jimmy. 50-50 booking. So SummerSlam is shaping up to really be a downer, in my honest opinion. It is looking more and more like a summer scam instead of a SummerSlam. WWE's done nothing to generate any excitement for their biggest party of the summer, which I usually coin the lamest party of the summer, taking place in Las Vegas. This is the card right now as you see it. Roman Reigns versus John Cena for the WWE Universal Championship. Bobby Lashley versus Bill Goldberg for the WWE Championship. Raw Women's Championship triple threat. Nikki Trash versus Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. And the SmackDown Tag Team Championships will be defended by the Usos as they defend against Rey and Dominic Mysterio. I don't know about you guys, but none of that except Roman Reigns and John Cena generates any excitement at all. More like a summer scam than a summer slam. This is supposed to be the biggest show of the year, including WrestleMania. I don't know how WWE can live with themselves by what we've seen on television so far. I don't know if you guys are watching the shows, but it's generating, like I said, zero excitement for SummerSlam. Yet you'll have the shills and the check marks talking about it, all positive and all this other shit, bringing all the hype for SummerSlam. How do you look at this card and look at the build you've seen on television with 3 weeks left to go and get excited about SummerSlam? I'm still struggling to find any reason to care outside of Roman Reigns and John Cena, which is usually the weekly thing with WWE television. The only thing we care about is Roman Reigns. And I'm not even going to praise them on the build for this match with John Cena because it could be done better. I don't think they've really gotten to that next gear yet. I think they're taking their time. I don't know when the cutthroat promos are going to be on television. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for serious Cena and serious Reigns with Heyman in the ring talking about their problems, airing all of their grievances to us on television. That's what we're paying for. Other than that, I don't really think WWE's done a great job at building that specific match up. It's been serviceable, but I don't really think WWE has taken this feud into the next gear. SummerSlam is looking very, very disappointing, if you ask me, so far. Speaking of disappointing, Monday Night Raw, this coming Monday from Orlando, there's some problems WWE could potentially be facing as they go into Orlando, Florida on Monday for Raw. Per Dave Meltzer, Monday Night Raw's tapings in Orlando may be in jeopardy due to the recent rise of COVID-19 cases. Meltzer in The Observer says the Orlando Magic NBA basketball team has canceled its Employee Appreciation Night that was scheduled to take place at the Amway Center on August 11th due to the spike in COVID-19 cases. Now, Monday is August 9th. WWE is running Monday Night Raw there on Monday, and it could be threatened if the Orlando area is canceling events at this time, specifically in this venue. WWE and Allegiant Stadium have issued a mandate that SummerSlam is currently scheduled to go on as planned, but everyone in attendance will be required to wear a face covering. So I don't know what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. It would probably be best if they just cancel the show, in my honest opinion. And I'm only basing that off of what we've seen in recent weeks. The show is just miserable from top to bottom. Now, all joking aside, I don't think anything's going to happen to Monday Night Raw. I think they'll run through the Amway Center, and business will be as normal for WWE all the way up until SummerSlam. I think the company is just going to try and get through SummerSlam. I know that there are contingency plans in place, backup plans in place. I just have a small feeling inside of me that when the summer is over, I feel like we're going to get locked down. I don't think we're going to get locked down, but I just have a small feeling in my gut that things are going to lock down again, and WWE will find themselves in a Thunderdome once again. I would be absolutely over the moon happy if I don't hear the fucking words COVID-19, face masks, and vaccine ever again. I am sick and fucking tired of all this shit. I really am. I just want things to go back to normal. I want to go to a fucking restaurant and sit down and eat because I can. That's what I want. I don't want to be told I have to do this and have to do that, and I have money to do anything I want in this fucking life, but I got to be told I can't. I just want things back to normal. I really do. Monday Night Raw will be fine on Monday. AEW. They've made a contract offer, per se, to Adam Cole. Now, we've talked about Adam Cole. We did an extra. What's today? Today's Friday. I did an extra on Wednesday talking about Adam Cole and why I think he should leave WWE. Now, I'm not telling Adam Cole what Actually, I am telling him what I would do. I'm not telling Adam Cole what to do, but I think everybody that's voicing their opinions right now about Adam Cole and what he should do, these are people who genuinely fucking care. Okay? They genuinely, you, love Adam Cole. We want to see what is best for him. And Adam Cole is going to be the only one who knows what is best for him and his family. That's it. So anything that we say, anything that I say, anything that you say is strictly opinion, and that is it. But I think, and this is where the fact of the matter is, I honestly think, and Adam Cole's not a stupid guy, history has shown us that people like Adam Cole do not make it far in WWE. I'm not saying he's not one of the best wrestlers on the planet, because he certainly is. I'm not saying that Adam Cole doesn't have what it takes to succeed in WWE. He certainly does. The guy's a future WWE champion, Universal champion, main event WrestleMania guy, if you ask me. But the fact of the matter is, not even looking at his size, which is everybody's fucking go-to, which is bullshit, Adam Cole is not going to succeed on WWE's main roster because of the current feelings surrounding NXT from executives high up on the main roster. And I'm talking about Bruce Pritchard. I'm talking about Vince McMahon. I'm talking about John Laurinaitis and Kevin Dunn. I'm talking about Nick Khan. All of these factors go into what we all collectively feel, and that is Adam Cole not succeeding on the main roster because it's right in your face. Whether you want to believe it or not, I don't really give a shit. This is the fact of the matter. This is the cold, hard fact. This is the truth. NXT is being punished for what they didn't do in the war against AEW. And Vince McMahon is never going to be wrong. That man will never admit that he's wrong. He will always get what he wants. And if that means killing a brand that his son-in-law owns, well, not owns, but runs, so be it. He didn't give a fuck about it then. He don't give a fuck about it now. I guarantee you the amount of shows that Vince McMahon has watched is in single digits. 0. I don't think Vince McMahon ever watched one NXT show, though Triple H has been on record saying that he has. No, he hasn't. So I think history is our best friend in this situation. Look at what's happened to Ricochet. Look at what's happened to Aleister Black. Look at what's happened to Andrade. Look at what's happened to Keith Lee. Look at what happened to Karrion Kross. Look at what will happen to every other individual that's called up from NXT. Adam Cole is the next one. Adam Cole is doomed before he even utters the word Raw. AEW supposedly has made a contract offer to Adam Cole. I don't believe this story. I do not believe this story. Now, I've seen some stories going around that Adam Cole verbally agreed to a 1-month extension with WWE. I doubt that is the case at all. Adam Cole has signed a document that takes him through SummerSlam, and that is it. This document does not include a 30-day NXT non-compete clause. He's with NXT till SummerSlam to put over Kyle O'Reilly, and he will assess the situation when SummerSlam is over. Adam Cole, no matter what, will be off of television when he loses to Kyle O'Reilly at SummerSlam, and he will be off of television no matter if he stays or goes to AEW or stays with WWE. There's no room for him in the current model of AEW right now. You're not going to debut Adam Cole during a time and a month where you're going to see Daniel Bryan and CM Punk and Malachi Black is setting the fucking waves of everything, of change going on in WWE, in AEW rather, himself. You're not going to put Adam Cole in the middle of all this. That's what's going to get him lost in the shuffle. You don't want to do that. If Adam Cole goes to AEW and signs a contract with AEW, we won't see him until Full Gear. Simple. He's not going to be on television. It doesn't fit the plan. If he stays with WWE, I foresee him signing a contract. He'll be off of TV. Hopefully they treat him well. Give him a vignette. Give me a video package. Tell me who he is. Get him introduced to the casual audience, and then put him on Friday or Monday, depending on what show you think he's going to fit best on. But I don't think Adam Cole was offered a contract by AEW. If he signed a legal document, Tony Khan is not stupid enough to go and offer Adam Cole a contract when he signed 1 month. It could be 1 day, it could be 1 week, it could be 1 month, whatever. He's not going to be able to offer Adam Cole a contract if he's got a signed document with WWE, as that would be called contract tampering. Do I think Adam Cole has spoken to Matt, Nick, Kenny, Adam? Of course he has. Has he spoken to Cody Rhodes? Absolutely. Has he spoken to Tony Khan? Probably. But there was no formal contract offer made. Contract tampering won't happen. I don't see Tony Khan breaking the rules for somebody like Adam Cole. I don't think he wants to get himself in hot water. He wouldn't do it with anybody else, so why start with Adam Cole? This comes after his original deal expired, after the Great American Bash, but he verbally agreed to stay, then signed a short-term extension through August. Signed a short-term extension. No contract tampering. It was previously reported the news of Cole's deal being up after the month caught some executives by surprise. Yes, all because Canyon Seaman didn't do his job and let somebody's contract, Adam Cole in this case, run out. Oh, well, I thought it was December. Oh, I didn't realize his deal was up in July. I thought it was in December. You're paid by WWE to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to monitor whose contract is up and whose contract needs a renewal and whose deal needs an incentive here, an incentive there, pay raise here, pay raise there. That's your one job. Yet you failed to do it. No wonder he got fucking axed. Now, when news broke of Cole's contract, many fans speculated whether he would stay with NXT or go to All Elite Wrestling, as he has friends in AEW. And his girlfriend, Britt Baker, is the current AEW Women's Champion. Meltzer reported in the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter that since Cole's contract would expire, he would become a free agent immediately, and he wouldn't have a 30-day, normally it's 90-day, 30-day non-compete to prevent him from signing with anyone right away. It was noted that those close to the situation state Cole is negotiating a new deal with NXT, but AEW has made an offer as well, and he had not agreed to either offer as of midweek. He can't agree to any offer until after SummerSlam. That's it. He could be listening to influences in his friends. He might have had Tony slip into his DMs. Bro, baby, listen, I'm interested. Hit me up when you're ready. I got a nice offer for you waiting on the table. So when August 21st happens, and we're looking at SummerSlam weekend, come that next day, which is TakeOver, that Monday, Adam Cole is a free agent. That's when he's going to look at Tony Khan's offer and mull it over, and then he's going to decide, do I go or do I stay? And we all know the pros and cons of staying or going in both promotions. Obviously, you know the cons in WWE. This guy is doomed to fail on the main roster. Unless he's getting promised titles and main events and this and that, and Vince McMahon has woken up one day and somehow appreciates everything that NXT is and should be, Adam Cole's going nowhere. Adam Cole knows, and he's not an idiot. All he has to do is look at Keith Lee. No reason why Keith Lee should be failing after 1 year. No reason why Karrion Kross should be failing after 3 weeks, already feeling like R-Truth of all fucking people. He's a nobody. And that's because WWE has treated him like such. Plans here, Scarlett's supposed to be coming. Be patient about this. Things are gonna happen. It's all for storytelling. That's the most important part of it. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. You could do story while him being champion. You don't need to have him fucking lose going to the main roster as NXT champion when he's got a fucking title match on August 22nd against Samoa Joe that he's gonna lose. Maybe have him lose the fucking title first before you start making him lose on the main roster. Adam Cole's not negotiating with AEW. He doesn't have a contract offer, and he doesn't have anything with AEW at this point in time. Does he got words from Tony? Does he got a contract on the table that he has yet to look at? Yes. Does he have the influence of friends in AEW? Yes. I think Adam Cole is smart enough to know what the best career move is, and that is not going to WWE. The man succeeded all over the world. He was in the most popular group since the NWO. He's going nowhere. He's going right to his friends. He's not going to WWE. He's going to be right where he belongs, where his heart knows he should be, and that is AEW. And I have to say this. If he does go to WWE, I'll pray. I'll pray that somebody on the main roster sees what we all see in him. But I'll be the first person to tell you I told you so. Booker T doesn't think it would be wise for Adam Cole to leave WWE for AEW. Another idiotic comment by Booker T showing that his IQ is as little or next to the empty can that's sitting on my fucking desk here. As reported, Adam Cole's contract is set to expire, so Booker T took time to talk about Adam Cole possibly making the jump to AEW. Booker T simply doesn't believe it would be the right decision for Adam Cole to jump to All Elite Wrestling. He says this, and I quote, Adam Cole, one thing he needs to know, that AEW is going to be there for him. Granted, he's right. Adam Cole's only 32 years old. AEW will be there for him. He could do whatever he wants. Adam Cole's got plenty of time to make a name for himself, even bigger than it is now in the world of pro wrestling. He's right about that. AEW will be there for him. It's going to be there. So you better get what you need out of WWE for as long as you possibly can. And then, if something happens, you think about what comes next. You do the job to the best of your ability to whatever comes next. If that's his choice, that's his choice. But I think Adam Cole worked a hell of a long time to get to that point, and to throw it away because of what you hear on social media, I don't think that would be smart. End quote. So let me ask Booker T, what exactly do you think Adam Cole is hearing online? Everything that I just previously mentioned in this video and in the extra that I did on Wednesday, and pretty much every single fucking week when I talk about the fucking disconnect from NXT and the WWE main roster. It's supposed to be a legit third brand. WWE executives on the main roster look at it as a performance center brand. It is a indie brand to them. It is a developmental brand to them. So what is that exactly is Adam Cole listening to on social media that isn't exactly true? Should he go to AEW because WWE will not and has not pushed anybody from the NXT brand? Absolutely. Where's the lie in that? No, but you got to stay in WWE and get what you can, meaning that you think Adam Cole is in it for the money. Is that what you're saying? The only reason why Adam Cole should stay with the WWE is get that money while you can because AEW is going to be right where they are. So you want Adam Cole to not go to AEW, which is the hottest brand in the world right now. That's got the most momentum. I don't know if you feel that, Booker, but the winds of change are being felt. You don't think Adam Cole wants to be a part of that? You don't think he's thought about possibly being a part of that? You don't think Adam Cole realizes what's happened to Lee and Cross and Black and Ricochet and Andrade and everybody else that Triple H put fucking money into to make it to a superstar only for Vince to shit it away? You don't think he realizes that? Or maybe you don't realize that Tony Khan and his family are worth $8 billion. I don't know why you don't think Adam Cole could stay with WWE and find success. On the other hand, I don't know why you think Adam Cole needs to stay with WWE to get what he can when he can get everything that WWE is giving him or will give him and then get more on top of that with Tony Khan. He'll get the same amount of money, if not more, and he'll be treated like a fucking main event guy like he should be. I don't think he's going to get that second portion in WWE. He'll be chasing R-Truth for the 24/7 championship. WWE will look at him one look and say, this guy's too small. Do you see Vince McMahon? Booker, I gotta ask you, bro. Do you see Vince McMahon putting Adam Cole in a main event with Roman Reigns, seeing the size discrepancy? Do you see Adam Cole doing anything in the ring with a Drew McIntyre based off what Vince McMahon sees? They've wrestled in NXT. Triple H made it work, but Vince is not gonna see the same thing that Triple H saw. One look with McIntyre and Cole in the ring and Triple H, yeah, he made it work. One look from Vince McMahon, that's it. That's all he needs to see. He won't look at Adam Cole speak. He won't look at Adam Cole wrestle. All he will see is that McIntyre is 6'7" and Adam Cole is 5'9". That's all he'll see. Everything else is a waste of fucking time to Vince McMahon. So please tell me how Adam Cole staying with WWE is the best decision when he can get what they're giving him in AEW plus more. Another idiotic session with Booker T. Give me a break. Ric Flair. More on Ric Flair's WWE departure and possible move to AEW. There are more details on Ric Flair's exit from WWE in the latest Observer. Meltzer noted the conflicting stories on Flair's departure and noted that WWE's statement on their website did not include the part where they wish him well in his future endeavors. If WWE did not wish you well in your future endeavors, it was not an amicable split. Something happened there. Vince McMahon could say he fired him. Ric Flair could say that he quit. Either way, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? He's gone. Vince didn't want him there. Vince didn't need him. Vince didn't respect him. And Ric Flair complained about something, trying to get something changed. And Vince McMahon said, no, this is my show. I do what I want. I'm going to do what I want with your daughter. And that's it. Plain and simple. While those in WWE claim it was Vince McMahon's decision to let him go, Flair has claimed that he asked for his release. Meltzer noted in the Observer that there were several things at play, including Flair's high salary. Whose fault is that? Why are you giving Ric Flair a high salary for doing nothing? Is he making you any money? Are you getting anything as far as a return on your investment with Ric Flair making all this X amount of money to sit in the back and fucking coach Charlotte Flair? I know you tried to use him on television, but he didn't make a fucking lick of a difference as far as quality of television and in the ratings. Nobody came to the fucking venue to watch Ric Flair. Nobody watched for Ric Flair trying to date Lacey Evans and then pretend that the daughter of Lacey Evans or the newborn baby of Lacey Evans, nobody knows if it's male or female yet, the newborn baby of Lacey Evans is Ric Flair's. Yes, that's engaging television, man. I can't wait to watch Monday Night Raw. That's appointment television, if you ask me. Why was he being paid? Why? Because he was in financial trouble and Vince McMahon was a fucking sucker as usual? Now, Meltzer noted these things. As a company ambassador, he was said to be making more money on his recent deal than he made during his best years as world champion in WCW. Again, I have to ask, why? Why? Sounds like to me Vince McMahon took all these factors into play and pretty much landed on the one thing that's seemingly staring at you in big bold letters. Flair was being paid too much money. Budget cuts. That's exactly what I would have surmised from this report. Ric Flair was making too much money. Did they get into an argument? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they did. But at the end of the day, it sounds like Vince McMahon let him go, and he didn't give a shit about letting him go because that's a large sum of money that he doesn't have to pay him anymore. Multiple sources noted that Flair had complained about the creative regarding his daughter Charlotte. Maybe Flair's not watching the fucking show. Charlotte's not the only one that needs to be booked better, Rick. Charlotte's not the only one that needs to be booked better, Nature Boy. The whole fucking division sucks. Your daughter's a part of it. She makes it no better. In fact, she makes it worse. The whole division sucks and needs to be booked better. Stop worrying about Charlotte and Charlotte only. Charlotte worries about Charlotte only, and Rick worries about his daughter and can't wait for her to get 18 title reigns that mean absolutely fucking nothing. The whole division on Raw and SmackDown sucks. Becky's not going to save it. Toni Storm wasn't even on last week. I want to see how fucking far they take her. Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart haven't been on the show in 3 fucking weeks. Where are they? Where's Mia Yim? All these geeks and all these fucking simps online thinking Becky Lynch is going to come back and miraculously save the fucking division. Where's Asuka? WWE could have the greatest collection of women's talent on the main roster if they merge the fucking divisions. Why does the division suck? Right in your face. One reason and one reason only. It's because the writers don't give a fuck about women's wrestling, number one. And number two, you can't call a fucking women's division a women's division with 5 women. Plus you got Eva Marie there. The fact that she's there is a fucking joke in itself. I don't know if Rick is watching the fucking shows, but stop worrying about Charlotte. This is the problem. We got to start worrying about the division. Charlotte doesn't need help. The division does. When the division is better, Charlotte will be better off for it. Charlotte is not at a point where she can save or make a division better by herself. She's not Roman Reigns. She's not Bret the Hitman Hart. She's not The Undertaker. She's not Hulk Hogan. She doesn't make anything or anyone around her better. Stop! As far as a possible jump to AEW, Flair is good friends with Tony Khan. I think that's all the answers you really need as far as where he's going next. In fact, Khan was a guest at Ric Flair's wedding in 2018. It's unclear there's a non-compete that would prevent him from signing with AEW right away. I don't give a fuck where Ric Flair goes. Like I said, I love Tony Khan. I think what he's doing is fantastic. He's a mark for the business. If he doesn't bring in Ric Flair, I would be absolutely shocked. Why Keith Lee kept losing on Monday Night's Raw. After carrying across his Raw debut loss to Jeff Hardy on July 19th, which I think a lot of us would like to forget, as well as the planned second straight loss that was supposed to happen on the July 26th show just a week later, but that didn't happen because Jeff Hardy got COVID-19. Instead, he was paired off with Keith Lee for his second main roster match. Now, the planned storyline and the losing streak for Cross was snapped when he made Lee pass out to Cross, or he made Lee pass out to the Cross jacket, I should say, to score a victory over him. Per Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer, Keith Lee's loss to Cross was done to further a planned storyline they have with the limitless one, limited one, on the red brand. Meltzer did not go into details as to what this storyline could be, but Lee would get his win back over Cross on this past week's edition of Monday Night Raw, so it can't be a losing streak of his own anymore. Honestly, I don't think WWE knows what the fuck they're doing with Lee or Cross. It's all fucking excuses, man. Why are the fans complaining? It's all in the story. What's the story? What is the story? He can't win without Scarlett. Oh my God, but I'm gonna watch TakeOver and I'm gonna see her with Karrion Kross as he makes his entrance to defend the title against Samoa Joe on August 22nd. But then I gotta watch him on Monday Night Raw and she's not there. She's not there. That's one of the things I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on. Why does Kross need a storyline coming up from NXT? How about he's the NXT champion and he's dominating over main roster guys as NXT champion? Why do you need to have him come up and have something completely different from what he's doing in NXT and be portrayed as a loser on one show and a winner on another? You do realize that if he's a loser on Monday night, people that watch Tuesday are going to attribute that to being a loser. I don't get it. Champions shouldn't lose. That's the fucking moral of the story here, folks. Champions shouldn't lose. Disconnect from Raw and NXT. You got to lead it from Monday night. You don't think people know Kross is on Tuesday night? Watch him on Tuesday night. He's dominating some fucking geek on Tuesday, only to go to Monday Night Raw and lose in 90 seconds? Guy's been undefeated for 2 years. Try explaining that one and have it make sense. It doesn't. Especially when he's the NXT champion. Fucking ridiculous, man. The people that run this company are brain dead fools. They try and think about doing things differently, right? None of it works. And when you know that they do things like this with Kross, you know it's done on purpose. It's not even part of a fucking storyline. Kross was punished because they're punishing Triple H and punishing NXT. That's it. That's the fucking storyline here. Him losing and him needing Scarlett to come back and right the ship. Bullshit. Bullshit. She should have been with him on day one. First, Keith Lee goes. What storyline is there for Keith Lee? Oh, he's losing now, and now he got a victory. WWE did it on purpose. They complained about Kross losing. They complained about Keith Lee losing to Bobby Lashley in 6 minutes, using him as a stepping stone for Bill Goldberg to get that match going for SummerSlam. WWE took these two losers that we all want to see win, that we all consider the future of the company. They took these two guys because they heard us complain about them. They don't fucking care. And WWE did what they did on purpose. Oh, look, Kross got to win. Let me see them complain now. But you can't get both guys winning. We'll give Kross the victory, but Keith Lee will lose. That's exactly what they did there. And then they just did the same thing reversed last week. Or this week, rather. Last week, Keith Lee lost. This week, Keith Lee won. Ha ha ha, 50-50 booking. Nobody's going to get over, man. You want both guys to win, but nobody's going to get over as long as we're booking them. There's no fucking storyline for Keith Lee. The only storyline I want is him to walk away when his contract's up, right into Jacksonville. WWE uncertain about plans for Davie Boy Smith. Davie Boy Smith left WWE in 2011, but he just made his in-ring return during a dark match before the first SmackDown with fans 3 weeks ago. Plans for a big feud with Walter were scrapped, and the company is back to the drawing board for him. PW Insider reports that Smith is signed, but he's not assigned to a WWE brand at this point. There is no real clear direction at this point where he will end up. For those who have asked about Davie Boy Smith Jr., he's signed, but he's not yet assigned to a brand, and WWE doesn't even know what brand they want to put him on. So why is he signed to the company? You know, logic states that if you have somebody like this in free agency and you go out there and begin negotiations and talks with him and then offer him a formal contract and then he signs said contract, I'd like to think that the people in charge have a fucking idea about what they want to do with this guy. No, but they bring him in and then they don't do anything with him. They have him sitting fucking catering. What is this guy doing? Sounds like to me WWE signed this guy for the sole reason of keeping him away from other promotions because they don't play well with others. If you can't have him, nobody can. Ha 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 ha. You know, WWE was in the mentality of signing people to simply keep them away from a New Japan or an AEW. And then they showed you that they're not afraid to release contracts. It's almost like WWE wants to break this hoarding aspect of what they do, but they can't fully do it. This is another situation where they're hoarding talent for the sake of hoarding talent because they don't want him to go anywhere else. What is the point about this guy being signed if he's not associated with a Raw or SmackDown brand? What you should do, it sounds like WWE doesn't even give a shit. It sounds like WWE doesn't even want to try. This is what you do. You put some vignettes out there, have it air after SummerSlam. 4 or 5 weeks of vignettes. Tell me who he is, make his debut, have him go off, and that is it. He's the son of the British Bulldog. There should be no fucking reason why this guy can't find his way to television in WWE, where his father had a great career. Sounds like to me WWE doesn't give a fuck about history. I really don't believe it. Nothing about this company makes sense. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Finally, before we get the hell out of here, I'm in some fucking mood. Samoa Joe, he thought his career was over before the NXT 36 title match with Karrion Kross. Joe was on After the Bell with Corey Graves. He was talking about if he thought the injury would end his career. He says, and I quote, "It was a much worse type of injury than I think I had dealt with before. It scared me. It scared a lot of people that care about me too. They were very, very concerned. It became very easy to make that the focus as far as what I wanted to do. And when I wanted to come back, it inevitably all hinged on that. Just making sure I was all right and making sure I was feeling good. When I came back to the ring, I didn't want to come back at a 70% capacity. I wanted to make sure I could come back and give the best I could to the fans." So he talked about this with Corey Graves, and he talked about having a situation where he was doing the Raw commentary. He hasn't had a match since February of 2020. What does it mean for him to be back in the ring now at TakeOver 36? He says this, and I quote, "Obviously, it's good to be back. It's good to be an active competitor again. I like the circumstances coming back into NXT and fighting for the championship. It feels right. It seems right. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to get back in the ring in front of the WWE Universe." You know, I'm glad he's back. I really am. Joe is just one of a kind, really. That's a guy that speaks and you listen. That's a guy, when he acts, you stop what you're doing and watch. He commands your attention. That's a very difficult quality and a trait to have in a professional wrestler, and do it as good as Samoa Joe. Am I happy he's back? Absolutely. He should be on the main roster doing what he's doing in NXT. But WWE seemingly didn't give a shit about Samoa Joe, and the only one that did was Triple H. He was on Raw commentary, fired, because WWE had to make room on their payroll and on their commentary team for, "We're gonna need a bigger boat." Adnan Virk, who didn't work out and was fired after 7 weeks, then they made the decision to fire Samoa Joe look ridiculous. I don't know why WWE couldn't clear him, but Triple H and his team did. Where's the disconnect there? Why is there no management on the main roster that looks at Samoa Joe and finds value, but Triple H does? Is that another reason why Triple H is being punished by Vince McMahon? I'd love to know. Triple H picking up WWE's quote-unquote scraps that they thought that they had no use for, but Triple H says, whoa, what are you doing? As soon as he was released, Triple H was on the phone with him. Come back. I didn't want you to go. It's not my fucking fault. I had nothing to do with that. I had no say to what they do on the main roster. Come back. I want you here. You don't think Vince McMahon sees that, knows that? Who's paying him? Vince knows he's paying him. I thought I got rid of this guy. No. I'm bringing him back. You don't think there's a disconnect there? How bad the injury was, nobody has the right to say. Joe says it was bad and one of the worst injuries of his career, that it's one of the worst injuries of his career. But that didn't stop him from doing commentary. That didn't stop him from being in the Thunderdome every week. Who knows? All we know is main roster didn't value him. Triple H did. Another one of those reasons into the conspiracy jar why Vince McMahon is punishing NXT. Guys, I'm getting out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed this extra today. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. I will be live tonight for the SmackDown post show right here in the venue on Off the Script. And if you missed any of the videos on the channel, go to the homepage. Everything you need is linked right there. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. And again, I will see you back here live tonight for Friday Night SmackDown and the post show on Off the Script. Have a great Friday, guys, and I'll see you later for SmackDown on OTS.